My name is Omodolapo Victor. Chinese name is Li Shun. I am an IT engineer and researcher, and I'm currently working on my PhD. I also happen to have experience as a system engineer in some specific sectors, as listed. And I'm also a co-founder and CTO of some emerging startups. We hope we can also cash out very soon. Okay, let's talk about the technology companies and niche around us. From this data that was pulled from startuplist.africa, we could see the leading technologies in Nigeria, starting from Jumia, IHS Towers, to OPay, even to Beluxi, Nigeria. One thing we need to notice is that it's not just about the niche they're actually focusing on, it's also about the solutions. We can see that companies like Jumia are focusing on B2C. That's from the business to the consumers. Companies like Flutterwave, as listed here, are focusing on fintech solutions. Companies like IHS Towers are focusing on telecommunications. However, it is important to know that the solution comes first before the niche. Companies like Jumia, like we said, are focusing on B2C. They're actually solving solutions of consumer products. Companies like IHS Towers, they are solving the solution of last mile connectivity. How do we make sure that everybody in Nigeria is connected on the network grid, on telecommunication grid? So looking at solutions, looking at the problem around us, we actually lead us to finding the right niche for us, and we can build our technology around that. So that is why I decided to bring out this chart so that we could actually learn from it. It's not just about the niche, it's about the uniqueness of our solution. And I believe we know that most of these companies also have their own competition. And it's that solution that is driving them, that is driving their dominance in their chosen niche. Okay, so let's talk about tech opportunities. By tech here, I'm assuming tech as information technology. We can divide tech opportunities into technical and non-technical career opportunities. Technical are the ones that you need to learn, probably programming. You need to learn so many hard skills than soft skills. For example, for you to become a cybersecurity engineer, you need more of hard skills. For you to become an embedded engineer, for you to become a developer, you need so much hard skills. Those are technical skills. And as much as we have this, we also have the non-technical ones, such as the help desk. You don't need to learn coding to be able to help people solve their problem when they call in. However, you need more soft skills in answering people's problem and giving them the best solution within the shortest period of time. And same is also going for the emerging position like product manager or the product engineer. So there are so many opportunities in tech nowadays, and you don't need to have all the necessary technical skills for you to actually fit in a tech career. There are as many as possible, but I was only able to make a little cloud chart of just few of the tech opportunities. So if you are good at drawing, you are good at color combination, and you have eyes for the best, you could actually improve your UI UX skills. So there are as many opportunities as possible. And I must say, it is important that you find a particular career that resonates well with you in tech. A career that is actually not so much in demand. Recently, I was able to meet someone not in Nigeria, and the person was actually focused on IC design. And where the person was situated at, the IC design was something that was very much in demand. And that was the person's way out to getting a job immediately after a master's graduation. So find what resonates well with you. There are as many positions as possible, whether it is technical or non-technical. So on to the next slide, I'll be talking about the tech advantage. What are the tech advantage that we are seeing? We are seeing an advantage of skills over degree or certificates. It is skills first. I'm happy, Ope mentioned when we started about 90. Nowadays, it's becoming skills over degree, skills over certificates. So whether you have the degree currently or not, build more on the skills, because that is actually what will make the difference. Another one is the diversity and inclusion. On the right, we can see a chart by distribution of the distribution of Google's employees in the US by ethnicity. On the blue, we have Asian. On the black, we have the blacks. On the gray, we can see the Latino. And on the amber, we can see the non-Native American. And on the gray, we can see the white. We can see that the white dominance is reducing and more people are having the opportunity. We're talking about diversity and inclusion. So whether you are white, you are brown, or any color you have, as far as you have the skills, so there is no looking down on anybody when it comes to tech. It's about, do you have the right skills? Can you provide a solution? And that is why you will notice that there are so many tech jobs in Nigeria that they're working remotely with companies outside of Nigeria, and it's rewarding. Another tech advantage is fulfillment. How fulfilled are you if you are a junior staff or a junior investor, knowing fully well that you are able to meet people's need daily, whether it is from Nigeria or outside Nigeria? Somebody wants to buy a wedding cloth and is able to order from you just through your services. So because you are solution focused, you are providing solutions to people's problem. It brings a level of fulfillment. Now the next one is the good reward or pay. Surely when you solve people's reward or when you solve a market friction, you get paid for it. And that is what that's all about. And for now, there is so much pay in tech. And finally, you may become a self-made CEO. I must say something about this. Being a CEO should not be the goal. You can have as many co-founders as possible. But being a self-made CEO could be something that can actually be of a boost for you, especially people who are serial entrepreneurs. So that is the tech advantage from our own perspective. And I think these are the reasons why we need to think about tech more and more. Now, the next thing is, how do you find your niche? From what we've shown earlier on, we can see that these companies actually focus more on the solution. They are finding a problem in their environment and they are trying to solve it. Flutterwave is trying to solve the problem of financial inclusion. So you also need to find from a problem you're trying to solve before choosing actually the best niche. So the first one is pay more attention to your environment. What is needed? I don't know if everybody are Nigerians or from Nigeria, but wherever you are, there are always problems to be solved. And you solving it is actually the key advantage to you being rewarded by the system. So pay more attention to your environment and look at what problem can be solved. So find a solution to a problem that you are passionate about solving. And another way to find a niche is through mentorship. Now, with the right mentor ahead, it is very easy to find the right niche to fall into. because your mentors have more experience and exposure than you. They can easily guide you. Have you tried this? Why not try this particular market area? The next one is internship. Many people may not have access to mentorship, but through internship, you can build mentorship as well. So internship allows you to have this industrial experience for little or no pay at all, or in terms of remuneration. Another way to also find your niche, find a problem that you really want to solve, is through contributing to ongoing projects. I believe programs like Omdena, they always have ongoing projects. And through joining such projects, you are going to learn more about, okay, this is the problem we're trying to solve. Your contribution to it goes a long way, and you might be able to network and build something around that alone. And finally, finding your niche depends on your network, because your network is your network. Make sure you tell people about, you are always happy to tell people about the problem you're trying to solve and why you're trying to solve it. Make sure you meet more new people, because you don't know where your next investor might come from. So make sure you're always talking to people about your ideas, what you're trying to solve, and I'm sure you're going to find people that will be able to guide you along the way. And finally, in the summary, I would like to point out what we can actually do, actionable points. Before I talk about the summary, in my own way, because I'm actually a PhD candidate working on intrusion detections under cybersecurity, I actually found mine through internship. While I was an undergraduate, I really wanted to focus on one particular area in IT, and the internship I actually took was a very good way by which I was able to find out, okay, cybersecurity is the next big thing, and I needed to grab it from that period in time. So internship was my own cue to finding my own niche. And ever since then, I've been building more and more and more on it. So we all have our own different paths. So try as much as possible, try many, and you surely find your own niche. So talking about the summary now, just like I've said earlier on, start with a solution to a problem you are passionate about. Don't pick the niche yet. Find the problem and find the best way to solve it. Then you can reduce it to a particular niche. The next one is your idea or your solution a new or an existing market product? A new market product is something that is actually not on the market. So it might take you time to convince people to use it. While an existing market product is something that's already on ground, but you have to find your own unique differentiator for people to actually be able to use your product. So look at which one is better. Existing markets, you might just face the competition in the market. So you can find your own way to be different. Just like, is it Gala versus Biggie, something like that. But a new market product, it takes a lot of people with the risk to actually believe in it, just like Elon Musk going into the space. Although now he has competitors as well. The next one is product validation. Make sure you are telling people about what you have in mind and let people validate your idea for you. You can also validate your product or your idea through asking people, would you like to use this? How much would you like to pay for it? The next one is continue to learn and improve. These cannot be overemphasized. Learning doesn't stop, it's lifelong. So continue to learn and improve on oneself. You actually help us to be a better person and finding our niche even easier. And we also need to remain customer-centric. Like I've stated in the beginning, it's not just about the niche, it's about the solution you are providing. And we are providing solutions to the customers. So make sure that you remain customer-centric, meet customers' needs, and the customers will surely be willing to pay you the money for that product. And consistency and grit is the next thing. To become a unicorn is not an easy task. You have to put in so much effort, so much money, so much time into it. So if you have an idea and you believe so much in it, then keep putting in the effort, and one day it's going to work out well. Make good use of your network. And finally, participate in progressive communities. I'm sorry I did not put the website to these communities, but I believe these are communities of like-minded people that could actually help. The first one is Omdena, excuse me, and I believe Okoyemi is one of the members. The second one is DSN, which is Data Science Nigeria, and it's a very wonderful community. And the next one is I4G, Ingressive for Good. These guys are doing amazing, awesome things for tech in Nigeria. Without further ado, I would just like to thank you, and I wish you a very good luck in finding your niche and solving the problem of our generation. Thank you very much.